exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions, didn't throw a touchdown pass, team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down carry for Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. The Giants at 11-5 on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
You talk about this Giant defense, and they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. In motion left is Higgins. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break the tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 70. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And you can see by the X next to their name, they have clinched the NFC East already. For the moment, though, they would host a wild card game in round 1.
And for me, it brings back memories about how tough it is to win this division. Not just in recent years, but think about the decades that have stacked up where we've said the NFC East, always one of the toughest divisions in the NFL.
Second down and 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 20. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, It's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals triumph, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tails out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send Boyd in motion left. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Ja'Marr Chase, touchdown! Ja'Marr Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
McPherson on for the point after.
And that makes it 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Ja'Marr Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. New York ready to go again offensively.
We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership in the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
In motion, Slayton.
On 1st and 10, Jones. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave it, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley.
Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6.
It's Barkley on the counter. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense. And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11 MT, 12, 11.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Well, that one caught downfield by Burrow. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one into Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Burrow will throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And now another one thrown incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here we go, here we go.
Now the Bengals get out as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
11, 11, 11, 11 Thomas. 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
11 empty. Sahad.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And Boyd in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And here's Brad Robbins now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Second and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Gano's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. Sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Second down, here's Barkley again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones, room here to run. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. 23 yards the pickup there.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joseph Osai in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
11.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
11 Thomas. 11
Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And able to work his way down to the 16. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr., a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And New York set to take the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This is taken at the 18. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Here we go.
They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. It's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for one. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Giants ready to come out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off play action. Jones. Complete to his target, Jalen Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Gets past one man. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and get.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Jones throwing for it. That's caught, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. No bottle up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. That ball caught by Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Gabriel Davis, 61 yards. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bengals set to take over. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They go play action with Burrow. That one complete down the field to Smith. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Touchdown! T. Higgins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. McPherson now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Hyatt has got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. It's caught by Davis. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 3rd down at 5. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw is Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, man.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he will have the Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go.